I may not be blind, but I can imagine how difficult life must be for the visually impaired. Beyond kind humans that may be of assistance to this group of persons, most have taken solace in the white cane, an important mobility tool and the symbol of their independence. Now, October 15 every year is therefore set aside to celebrate and honor the many contributions being made by the blind and visually impaired in a sighted world. Now, this is also the focus of this edition of Nigeria Today. Welcome, I'm Victor Azu. And to speak further on the subject, I have been joined by Dr. James Lalu, Executive Secretary, National Commission for Persons with Disabilities. Now, nice to have you join us again.
Thank you.
Right now, by the way, Dr. Lalu is rather hearing impaired, so we have a sign language interpreter in the house to help make our communication seamless. Now, I've also been joined by Ekujeronye Bid Obinna. He is Chairman, Nigeria Association of the Blind, FCT Chapter. Welcome to Nigeria Today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Victor.
All right, let me stay with you, Bid.
Yes.
A white cane is an important mobility tool for the visually impaired, no doubt, as well as the symbol of their independence. But tell us, what does this day mean to you?
Well, thank you so much. Every October 15th, persons with disability, persons with blindness are being celebrated. Celebrated in the sense that we call it a day of our independence. Why do we call it the day of our independence? It's a day we celebrate the assistive aid that we use in navigating our ways. I'm talking about what I have in my hand, and this is a white cane that we're celebrating today. And all over the world, it is being commemorated today. This started in the 1920s or 1930s in Paris and London. What was a vogue that very time was a black stick that persons with visual impairment use. But as time goes on, they said that, okay, this black stick cannot work. They decided to do another stick and painted it white. And that is where we begin to call white cane. In 1964, the President of America then, President Johnson, declared every October 15th a day that persons with visual impairment celebrate this white cane. And that is what has trickled down that we are celebrating today. It has gone around the whole world, and the whole world celebrates white cane. What is this white cane for? And what is the theme of this year's white cane? The white cane is an assistive device. I've said it before, that visually impaired persons use it to navigate their ways. The theme of this year's International White Cane Day is promoting independence and productivity. And I so much like the theme because if a visually impaired person is independent with his white cane, then he can be more productive than ever.
Now, beyond the symbolisms of the white cane, how important is it?
Yeah, a white cane is very, very important for a blind person. Without this white cane, in fact, I don't think whether I can move around my environment. But with this white cane, I can navigate my environment. I can walk alone on my own. And that is what almost all blind persons use. They use it to navigate their ways independently, moving on their own without the human assistance. So that is one of the more important uses of this white cane for blind persons.
All right, thank you very much, Bid, for your opening shots. Let me now get on to Dr. Lalu. Different disabilities pose different challenges. I'm sure of that, but what's that common challenge confronting people with disabilities?
Thank you so very much. When you look at the challenge for persons with disability generally in Nigeria today, number one is the attitude of the society towards persons with disabilities. When we have a positive attitude towards the disability community, we will respect their rights and dignity and make sure that everything with the society is made accessible for persons with disabilities. Our brothers and sisters who are blind today are very, very intelligent people. We see that when you look around today, we have lawyers who are blind, we have accountants who are blind, we have very, very intelligent of them. One of them who is a lawyer today, a blind person in Jos in Plateau State, is my good friend. So when you look around this, unless you come closer to them, you will understand how intelligent and smart they can be. Today, if you go for a meeting, you must take notes. You must be writing with your papers, but they are there listening. And when they listen there, after 1 or 2 weeks, you sit down with them, they will repeat to you everything they had in that meeting. But when you that are seeing and you can write, you will depend on your notes. So when you look around all these things, these are very, very important things. But one of the most challenging situations they are facing is the attitude of the society towards them. To believe in their capability and capacity of the society becomes a very, very heavy problem. This is why the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities is established today. And the commission is going to escalate the necessary awareness within the society so that the potentials of persons with disabilities is being realized by everybody.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Lalu. But then, going by your response, has the new commission which you lead been able to address some of these challenges?
Yes, the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities has been established to address these challenges of persons with disabilities. When you look around, you can see that most of these assistive devices that our people are using is one of the lifeline for the disability community. As you see, my brother here is showing you the wire chain. These are the things that they need most first as a primary support. So in this area, when you look around today, most of these assistive devices, we don't produce them here in Nigeria. And then they become very, very much inaccessible for the lower income people with disabilities today. When you look around, when you count the poorest of the poor today in Nigeria, the number one thing is the disability community. So they need all these assistive devices. This is where the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities is expected to provide an intervention in this area. And we want to see how we can be able to set up a system for the production of these assistive devices generally. On the area of awareness creation and this, we are setting up all the machineries to start the necessary awareness very, very soon. We are apologizing to the blind community for our inability to celebrate the White Cane Day openly, but by next year we are going to make sure that everything is done very, very well, so that the White Cane Day will be properly celebrated. We will fund this system so that we can see how we can bring all the big people in the society to come to that day, so that they can see the potentials of the blind community in Nigeria and how we can be able to bridge this gap together.
All right, thank you again. And Bid, what is the disposition of the typical Nigerian you meet towards you, knowing full well, of course, that you have a challenge? By the way, October 15 is also, a day to create awareness. So give us an idea what you feel about how people relate with you.
Yeah, Nigerians are well-meaning people. I must tell you this. I can't count how many times I go on the road on my own without having any person draw by my side to help me, to support me. And so do they do to other visually impaired people, my brothers and my sisters out there. They help you, they will grab you, and where are you going, what is this, some even go as much as even paying for your transport fare. But there is something that Nigerians do which is not very proper. They see blind persons with their cane, and before you know it, somebody will grab your cane. I'll be dragging you. It is a good thing you want to help. But if you want to help, all you need to do, approach the very person. Ask him, my brother, please, can I help you? Can I support you? And if he says yes, hold his hands, not his cane. The holding him by the cane makes him, in fact, lean on you completely. And leaning on you completely may not be very good. So if you hold somebody by the hand, he can still support himself with, on the other hand, with the white cane, and then you and him will move simultaneously. And that is one of the best things that you can do for a blind person. Ask him, how can I help you? Or can I help you? Again, today, we are creating awareness for the use of this white cane. A lot of people, especially motorists, do not know that when you see any person with a white cane, you give him the right of way. Please, appealing to motorists especially, when you see a person moving with white cane, give him the right of way. We don't practice this here in Nigeria, but in other countries, when you see a blind person raise his stick, his white cane up and wants to cross the road, they will give him the right of way and he will cross the road. It is not practiced here, but with awareness creation, please, we want it to begin in Nigeria. Again, is that the pedestrian walkways, that we don't have much pedestrian walkways, but the ones that are here, motorists block it. That will become their park. Traders will be there, and that is the only way persons with visual impairment can navigate easily with their white cane. And so I am appealing to the government to please make sure that we have a good pedestrian walkways, and that motorists and traders do not block the existing walkways. You go around, you see, manholes here and there. Please, it is not proper. All these manholes, we are calling on the appropriate agencies, please begin to block them. I can tell you that some time ago, I nearly fell into one manhole in Finance Junction. But by the grace of God, it was my stick that fell into that very place. So a lot of my brothers and sisters have, suffered this kind of thing before. Please, as we create this awareness about this International White Cane Day, we also create awareness that the government, please, should help us too.
Thank you. Like I said earlier, it's a day to create awareness on the plight of people with disabilities, particularly those that are visually impaired. So let's pause for a break here, and when we return, we would have been able to hear from the man on the streets to determine how aware they are about the plight of the visually impaired. Please stay with us.
I know about the white cane being used by the blind. Of course, they use it as a sort of as a dictator, as a dictator to their deep place to step their foot. My late cousin happens to be blind. He's of blessed memory. If you are to relate with a blind person, honestly, you have to be very pathetic. You have to be patient. You have to be calm, very humane. Because why I say so? Because of experience I had from my close interaction with most of them.
It's not a very common thing, but I know that it's a stick that they use to be able to pilot themselves, the blind, to be able to find their way, around without being aided. So it's like it's a tool that they use to be able to go around, so that blind are part of the community. There are people that a lot of empathy should go to. It's not sympathy, but empathy, feeling, being in their shoes, basically.
I think we should not even be talking about the cane now. I saw a documentary some couple of weeks ago of a blind woman that travels all over the world. Surprisingly, without anybody's effort, anybody's help, she's able to go anywhere in the world. There's a device that is always installed on the pilot bag she carries up and down. She will instruct the bag where and where our destinations are.
All right, welcome back, and if you've just tuned in, you're right on time. We have been discussing the International White Cane Day dedicated to the visually impaired. Now let me go back to BEAD. After all, it's the day for the visually impaired. So what impression do you get from that Vox Pop? Is there as much awareness as you would desire?
Yeah, the awareness is going on, but it's not as much as we desire. We want to create more awareness. Yeah, after all, the Nigeria Association of the Blind, FCT, I think we are there to create awareness and partnership for the welfare of persons with visual impairment in FCT and beyond. And so we'll continue to create awareness until we get down to the roots. Then, on this very day, we're supposed to hold a rally today, but because of some certain circumstances beyond us, we will now hold our rally on a later day, 20th of this very month. 20th of this very month of October, and we converge at Jabi Primary School, near Airport Junction, by 8 o'clock. And then by 9 o'clock we move to Labs New World Hotel, still in Jabi, but by Jabi by Masalachi, where we'll have some other activities to do.
I'm sure we'll have more time to talk about that, so that you will tell us what the rally is all about. But then let me for now go back to James. James, what are the Commission's plans really to make things easier for people with disabilities? You've listened to BEAD and all he has talked about. Do you have any plans to make things easier?
Thank you so very much. Before I go further, a little observation is that I am still a student of PhD in the University. So when I finish, I will tell you so that my name will be properly addressed at Dr. James Ladayat. Thank you so very much. When you look into this, my brother has been able to bring out most of the challenges they are facing us, especially on our street today. When you look into it, this is one area we must appreciate the governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai. When he was FCT minister, he made roads were constructed with walkways. This is a very beautiful initiative. But today, most of these walkways are getting a lot of problems, and this is why we must provide the intervention to see what we can do to clear these ways, so that our people will not have most of the challenges. Most of the new roads today, when you see them being constructed along the street, they lack accessibility facilities. So we will make sure that we come in to provide most of these accessibility facilities on these roads. That is why the issue of vehicles blocking walkways, that is why we are establishing the Department for Enforcement. This Department for Enforcement is going to send in our people around the street. We are going to partner with the relevant security agencies to see that parking vehicles to cross walkways is a crime. Because once you do that one, you are trying to block ways for our people. And when you block way for our people, it is a clear discrimination, and it has already been clearly spelled out in the National Disability Act. And in that way, there is punishment for everybody. You are going to be fined. When you see a walkway, it is not a fine way for you to go and park your car. When you park your car there, you are going to pay money. Because when you pay money, it is not a small fine. Then you will say 1,000 naira. Then you will pack it because of 1,000 naira. You are going to pay heavy money, so that you will respect that way. The walkways are being made. There are a lot of our people today within the Abuja street today. You will see them. They will extend their building to come to the walkways. Some will come and turn the walkways to be a flower garden. All of these things, we have to stop it. We are going to make sure that the walkways are cleared, so that our people will get into it. Our accessibility department will provide the necessary intervention, so that we can be able to clear these walkways.
All right,
so that our people will be respected properly.
Thank you, James. Now, I'm beginning to run out of time, but could you tell us quickly, is the Commission considering a unified date, to celebrate as persons with disabilities beyond the individual days, like you have the World White Cane Day, like you have the days for the those that are hard of hearing and all of that? Are you considering a unified date for all of you?
Yes, we have the International Day for Persons with Disabilities, which is coming up on the 3rd of December this year. And the Commission have already set up machinery for the celebration of this International Day. Very soon, by next week, we are going to inaugurate the committee that will organize this International Day for Persons with Disabilities. The Supervising Minister, Honorable Minister Sadia Umar Faru, have already given the directive for the International Day. She is very happy for the celebration of the International Day this year, and we are going to expand it as wider as possible as a day to recognize the passing of the establishment of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities. Therefore, we are going to partner with all relevant government bodies, the international community. All will partner, will bring our hands together to celebrate the International Day for Persons with Disabilities. Next year, we are going to observe all of these individual days again, and then come up to organize the International Day for Persons with Disabilities.
Thank you.
So that all our community, all our clusters must be respected as they wish. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And as we hit the home stretch of this program, BID, one of the respondents in that Vox Pop talked about technology, that aids the visually impaired. Is it something you're already thinking about? And you may also want to consider, as quickly as possible, telling us about the purpose for your rally.
Okay, yes. At the moment, we are partnering with one company, Perspective Limited. They're trying to work on other smart canes that persons with visual impairment will use. And we are partnering with them, to look at some other technologies that persons with visual impairment will use to help them. When we talk about the technologies, there's so much. We talk about the reading, what we used to read, what we used to write, and all the rest of them. Those things, those ones are still there. But what we are creating awareness today is this International White Cane Day. On the 20th of this very month, like I said earlier on, we're going to converge at Jabi Primary School near Airport Junction in the morning by 8 o'clock. And when we converge by 9 o'clock, we begin our rally.
All right.
No, the purpose of this rally is to create more awareness about this white cane. Like I said before, a lot of motorists do not even know what is white cane.
All right, and those are the things you plan to bring to their notice, at least to let them know about. Thank you very much indeed, BID. James Lalu, please, your closing thoughts. And you may decide to tell us how you intend to bring together all of these clusters, like you mentioned earlier, the blind, the hard of hearing, the physically challenged, and all of them, how you intend to bring them together to promote the common cause of persons living with disabilities in the Commission.
Thank you so very much. Our effort to ensure unity in the disability community is very, very strong. That is why, at the first instance, we try to do everything possible to bring the community together. You may understand that for the past 2 years, there were some crises within our joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities. But to the glory of God today, our association has been able to resolve its own internal problem. We are brothers and sisters within the disability community. We have some agreements within us, and we have been able to solve this type of a disagreement. Today, our joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities is strongly united together with all the cluster groups together. We are working together as one strong team. The National Commission for Persons with Disabilities is there as a government institution to partner with the disability community to make sure that whatever it is, they get the national check to the disability community in a proper way.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's been a pleasure indeed hosting you both. But we have to go now. James Lalu, Executive Secretary, National Commission for Persons with Disabilities. Many thanks for your time and thoughts.
Thank you.
And also our gratitude to Ekujeronye BID Obinna, his chairman, Nigeria Association of the Blind, FCT chapter. Thank you indeed, BID, for your insights.
I have to say congratulations to all my brothers and sisters out there. Today is our day.
All right, thank you. And our sign language interpreter has been Timothy Tinat. Thank you again for your efforts. Now, Nigeria Today is live every weekday at 7:30 in the evening, and you can watch this and other editions of the program on www.youtube.com/NTA News 24 Hub. My name is Victor Azo. I'll see you next time.